what, a year ago?
Yeah,
Like, shoot, ever since we met a year ago, you just been consistent with it. Like you just been consistently going at it. So, you know,
yeah,
consistency is key.
yeah, man, yeah, man. So you ever thought about you always thought about investing, or you was just like, man, bro, doing this thing, I'm about to just hop in.
So really, I dabbled a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. When I was like 20, I put some money in the stock market in AMC. It went up, but I held it
Ah,
too long. So I lost. I ain't lost
yeah.
a chunk. So, but yeah, I've been trying to dabble back in it.
So that kind of got you off the market, huh?
Yes, sir.
Ah, yeah. Hey, 2020 pandemic, bro. It was so much going on. GameStop, AMC, Tesla, everything was going crazy. But then, like everything go up, shit, that shit go down too. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
That shit go down too. So yeah, man. I'm just glad that you here, bro. You a part of a great community. I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, I know you just got in the ecosystem. Was that yesterday or 2 days ago? But man, great brotherhood, great community. It's that, bro. I mean, you can tell. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait till my brother Keys get on here and talk about just making $30,000 in a day. You know,
Mm, That's
30, bro. Come on, bro. Like
that's crazy.
did I just say that out loud? Like 30,000 in a day, where that's niggas' salaries, bro.
I'm telling you, like shit. Yeah, it's time to get to it. That's all I know. That's all I
What's up, R? How
say.
you doing?
What's good, bro? Good. How are you?
I'm chilling, cuz. Just chilling, watching the game. Got in the background, cooling.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir. We
sir.
got a few more people getting on. Ted, what up, brother?
Yo, what's going on?
Hey, we missed you last week, man.
Last week?
Yeah.
I was on last week, wasn't I? I think it was the week before that.
Was it last week? No, you right. You was on last week because it was your birthday, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yep, yep. Say less, say less. Yeah, we got a few people coming on and then gonna chop it up. We ain't gonna be on long today. We're gonna go over some charts because I know that Lakers game about to come on. I know I definitely want to watch that OKC, man. Who y'all think gonna win that?
I got a feeling the Lakers gonna do it,
You
man.
think so?
I think so, bro. If they can steal this game, bro, Luka come back game 3 or 4.
Okay, great.
If they can steal this one, bro, they kept Shea under 20 points. They
That's
only
true.
won by like 10.
But the way OKC built, bro, he don't need to go get 40, bro.
Yeah, you right, bro.
He
You
don't
right.
like
And this
he
is wishful
don't.
thinking. I just don't. I want Lakers to win. I want them to be OKC. You
I
feel me?
do too, but then like I say, always got to look at the other hand. It's
Yeah.
like yeah, they he kept them within that, and they won. They second best player is not playing right now.
Yeah, you're right.
Jalen Williams is not
J
playing.
Dub.
He's not playing right now. Just like Luca not playing. So
Exactly.
I just hope we get to see both teams at their full max potential and going head to head. But it's just like,
Because they said Luca coming back game 3, right?
I mean, but
Potentially.
still, bro, like people don't be understanding, bro. Like that one person coming back into the lineup shifts the entire dynamic of the team, bro. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
LeBron can go back into a position where he don't gotta do too much for sure, but it's like, okay, now what? Like, Luca is, bro, averaging 37 a game, family. Like, that's a
That's
lot of
crazy.
touches. That's a lot of touches. And then this nigga Austin Reeves is playing terrible right now, bro.
Yeah, he shitball.
I don't know
That's what
what
I'm
he got
saying,
going
man.
on.
If we Lakers, not we. If Lakers can just like get it together tad bit more, they have a better shot. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah, I feel that. I feel that. I think who y'all think gonna win the whole thing though?
Bro, basketball's rigged, bro.
Oh shit. Okay, Ted.
Bro, it's
Okay,
rigged.
Ted.
Yo, RJ Barrett hit a fucking three at the end of the game and he
You think
wasn't
that's rigged?
bro, he wasn't hitting nothing, bro. And it just drops in like somebody got a almanac. Somebody got an almanac, bro. Went back in time, got an almanac, and said, "Yo, we gonna have the Raptors win this game." bro.
The
It's
only thing I agree with you. I agree with in all sports, refereeing and call and play calls that can be rigged. But
bro. It's already
when that
Facts.
ball leave your hand, bro, and it's in the air spinning, I don't know if that's rigged, bro.
Yeah, that Pacers
bro,
run wasn't rigged.
bro. RJ Barrett
Come
wasn't
on
hitting
now.
nothing, bro.
You got Wi-Fi
Nothing.
stuff here?
I'm
Yeah,
telling
bro.
you.
Yeah, bro.
I
Yeah.
want to see. I want to see. I ain't gonna lie. I want to see the Cavs do it because I just love a good backcourt. You get me? I just love a good backcourt, but they just like I don't know. It's just yo James Harden, bro. He just got to give the ball to Donovan Mitchell in that fourth quarter, and he got to get to the mid range, bro. It's the game is in the mid range. These players, I look at these players like they're trash, bro. These NBA players are like some of them. You got to tip your hat off to them because you have the athletic background, but bro, the mid range is open all game, and they just be doing some bullshit out there.
Yeah. It's one guy that was the MVP that got a title last year that understands that. And I'm glad you just brought that up. Making the game simple, bro. SGA, bro. That is his bread and butter, ain't it?
Period.
That's
That's a
SGA
fact.
bread and butter. I wish Devin Booker was on a better team, but that's his bread and butter too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, we gonna see. We just gonna keep watching. The playoffs is just now getting underway, bro. I'm gonna see what LeBron do here in a few. But other than that, how we feeling, family? How everybody doing?
We're doing
All
great,
good, man.
man. Doing great. I hope everybody good with the drops
Likewise.
today, but
Hey,
we
the
still
man of the
here.
hour. We've been waiting on you, brother
Oh
Keys.
man, I've
Hey,
been in here.
Hey,
I'm chilling with my guy from Cali. He came into town to finish up his properties, man. So I
okay,
pulled up on him. And
okay,
how y'all
okay.
doing though? How y'all feeling?
it's all good.
Hey man,
Good, Brody.
Y'all ain't
we in great
scared, are y'all?
position.
We ain't scared, are we?
It's all good. Hold on, Keys. I gotta do this the right way, man. So from Indiana University, man. Caleb Keys, man. Um, EYL representative, Magnet ecosystem representative, brother. Real estate investor, stock investor. Um, you did something this week that most humans don't ever do. Um, you made about $30,000 in one day in the market this week, my brother. Before I
Hey.
say congratulations, hold on. Before I say congratulations, I just want to say, man, we love you, bro. We proud of you, bro.
I appreciate y'all,
You
man.
you always yelling, you always screaming, you always on the move. Um, Talk to us about just your journey to making $30,000 in one day and talk to us about just your outlook on what you're seeing right now, bro.
Man, it's the family. First off, thank y'all for the ecosystem because without the brotherhood, we wouldn't be where we are, right? We holding each other
Fact.
accountable, doing what we supposed to do, and we executing with the information provided, man. My journey throughout life has been rough, ups and downs, but one thing that I've always been able to do is battle adversity, right? With talking to myself, saying, hey, I want to make 1,000% play. I want that green jacket. I was just praying for that, 3 weeks ago. I'm like, man, I gotta get that. When they announced it, I said, oh yeah, it's game time. I gotta go get that. So the biggest things, bro, is execution, right? We keep talking about it, we keep seeing it, we see the plays, but it's just about dropping the cojones, right? Dropping the cojones, and then you'll be able to see the win. So that's exactly what I did. I used that stacking strategy by Troy, man, and invested in the companies that we've been banging on the table about, right? The movers. We knew that SNDK had its move. I made like 600% off the shares off of there. And then we knew that MU, it was about time for them to wake up. And I think one more that's, been waking up but hasn't woken up all the way is WDC, right? And so we just execute on the information that, we said that we was gonna do. So, and I'm proud of everybody else in this group because we got jean jackets, we got green jackets. You know what I'm saying? And we all keep hitting this market like we supposed to, right? So
Yes, yes,
that's
sir.
it. That's all. Without God, I couldn't do any of this though. Period.
Come on,
Point blank.
come
Without
Fact.
on,
that
man.
man above. You know what I'm saying? So
Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, man. So it's just amazing. So me personally, I've had my days like that, right? I remember I was on the phone with Tev one day. You remember this? Tev was on the phone. I think it was probably 2 years ago. I'm on FaceTime with Tev. We talk about the market. The bell go off. I sent him a screenshot. He like, bro, you just made what today? I'm like, yeah, bro, I just made what was it, Tev? I made in the day?
Bro, I think that was like 78, 80.
Yeah.
Like it was that shit was crazy. I just called you too. We didn't speak prior to that. I had just FaceTimed you and he was just like, I'm a 5%er. And I was like, word? I was like, that is tough. And then
Yeah.
he was just breaking that shit down to me that day.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, man. So one thing about it is like I've had my days like that. But it's more important when your guys is having days like that. And that's why I want all of us to get to a point where we having days like that. We making 5 G's in a day, 10 grand in a day, 15, 20, 30, 50, 60. And the only difference is just having more capital at work. That it's not rocket science. You know what I'm saying? We're not magicians. We're not doing nothing out of the ordinary. No, it's we having capital to deploy, we buying low and we holding our place and we selling high. The more capital you put in at the bottom, the more return you're gonna get at the top. Pretty simple. It's the same game that Troy, Rashad, Trap, all the guys that are playing this that we all look up to and that we admire as well, is that the Sanders in the money call out to 2028, we're looking at the premiums. They about 40, 50 G's. So our thing is like, dang, nah, that's not a lot of money. Is nah, we just ain't worked our way to that point yet. You follow what I'm saying? So when we able to grab one contract to 2028, like a Troy did on a Sandis call for 3 years, it's a bag, but knowing he got more than one. You know how Troy played the game. He not just grabbing one contract. He not grabbing two. Troy grabbing like 8 to 10 to 12 to 16, right? So if we grabbing 16 contracts on a leap out to 2028 on a deep call in the money, bro, you dropping probably 30, 40 G's a contract. You got 10 of them. So, I mean, it's the same game we playing, bro. They just playing at a larger level, right? And that's where we working towards. So, I'm just proud of the brother Keys staying down. I'm proud of all of us, bro. KB, Malcolm, all of us, bro. Nigel in there slapping the market too. You got a 200%er, didn't you, Nigel?
Hell yeah, man. Shout out to the chat, man. Got a 200 percenter.
Yes, sir, man. Well, yeah, man. So we doing the game right, bro. And we're gonna get into some charts here in a second. But yeah, man, just keeping the game simple, man. Keeping the game simple. And staying with what's working. If we know optics is working, if we know memory is working, if we know energy is working, stay in that sector, bro. And then as the Mag 7, as they recover, you know, that's gonna be another run up for us as well. So I definitely think I think the best is yet to come, in my opinion. 7,300, on SPX. And and we was just talking last week when we was at 7,000 about going to 8,000. But we only like 650 points away.
You think we going higher, family?
What?
Higher
Oh
than
my
eight,
God. Oh my God. I think we're going, and I
eight
don't want to be a
five.
super optimistic, but just looking at the economy, we're gonna talk about it here. Actually, I'm gonna get to the charts early today. Just looking at everything. If this is a photocopy of last year, bro, I've been talking to Claude, I've been talking to Chat, I've been talking to Gemini. all the large language models, I've been looking at the chart myself. They all agree with me. The real move hasn't came yet.
That's some H.
The real
That's
move hasn't came yet, bro.
crazy.
And I'm talking about if this is a photocopy of last year, the real move didn't come. It didn't come in April. No, that was the time to accumulate. The real move didn't come till as the year went on, bro. We just got out of April last week. Let's see about trading view. There we go. There we go. Let's look at this together.
You ever sit that key sent in the chat with Wall Street Chopper? That shit is crazy with the
The
space, the
yeah,
UFO, and
yeah.
I just wanted to add on to that because it's funny how all the companies that are doing these exponential numbers is not like the big chip numbers that big chip companies that you mentioned, and it just goes to show like while everybody's focused on one thing, you gotta look at a company and see, all right, where's this company going in the future, what sector is it in, and we need to get into it early. So like it's just interesting y'all mentioned, WDC, SanDisk, all the companies that nobody's like thinking about until it's too late.
Exactly, brother. You're not lying. You're not lying. And I think saying this is going higher. The
2000s.
yeah, the how quick they move from $200 a share to $1,500 a share in 4 months shows that's real demand. That's just not like, oh, people love this stock. Oh, it's a meme stock. Like AMC or like Arb was talking about. This ain't just AMC or GameStop. No, like if we don't have memory, we're not gonna be able to um yeah, we're not gonna be able to have computers, data, cloud. We're not gonna be able to have none of this. So it's like, oh, that's a commodity right now, bro. So if that's a commodity, we got to figure out a way to latch onto that. So look at this. Who is that? KB screen? Got the game plan?
Oh, my fault, Chris.
No, you good. I'm just looking at something, trying to see when we gonna get this pullback, because we're gonna get a pullback soon.
For sure.
All right. And y'all find it funny how I'm telling you, all this stuff is staged, like Tev said. When Tev said that the market is, I mean, the NBA is rigged and everything rigged, y'all don't find it funny how the market been going crazy. Everything been cool.
Catch a virus.
A virus
Come
comes
on,
out
man.
at the same time where look at the market. Hold on. Look at the market. Look at this. So I'm stretching this all the way down from January 2023. Let me see. Actually, let me go here because that's when it really broke out. Yep. So all the way down from 2023, we was in the 4,500s, staying intact, staying intact, staying intact. We've been greening and greening and greening. Bro, we need a cool off, bro. We've been doing nothing but going up. Nothing but going up. Just coincidentally, for us to get a cool off, there's a virus that's going around now. Next, you're gonna hear somebody in the White House got it. Next, you're gonna hear an FBI agent got it. CIA agent got it. Homeland Security got it. A celebrity got it. Once you start hearing all of that, that's gonna be our cool off. That's gonna be our dip. Then we're gonna get our dip. Then they're gonna say we got it under control. Everything is cool. Well, what they say this virus came from? Was it like rodents or something?
That I
Rat.
don't know.
Yeah, like rodents. It was like either rodent shit or like rodent something,
Mm,
something
Like
of the sort.
it was trash and rodents.
mm.
Okay. Like rodents just came around in
Right.
2026. Like, come on, bro. Like that's BS, bro. That's BS. But like I said, we've been doing nothing but going up and up and up and up. We're gonna need a cool off, man. This is the definition of risk being on. This is the definition of risk being on. So, when are we getting that cool off? I don't know. I would assume in one of these areas coming soon. We get a cool off for the next week or two. I know they say sell in May and go away. That's a slang on Wall Street. Sell in May and go away. Sell your assets in May and then chill until June and July. But we're gonna get a June and July rally. We're gonna get that Christmas rally, hopefully. We also gonna get that November, that Thanksgiving rally that we got last year as well. So let me see. Like I said, when we dipped last year, we dipped. This was the time to accumulate. It took us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It took us 11 weeks to get back to all-time highs. And it's the weekly calendar that I'm looking at. Bro, like I said, we got back to all-time highs on a dip, bro, in 3 weeks. The market is so strong that I'm telling you, this thing can go to 8,000, bro. And that 8,000 will put us right at the median range of this parallel channel that Joseph had showed us at the beginning of the year. He said, pay attention to the parallel challenge. I mean, the parallel channel. Every time we're on the higher side of the parallel channel, it's time for a cool off. When we're on the lower side of the parallel channel, it's time to get bought up. We stayed on the lower side, came to the middle,
Still
stayed
there.
on the lower side again. What'd you say, brother?
So we still on the low side.
We still on the lower side. So that's what I'm saying. The way Trump is moving, like I
Still
said,
climbing.
still climbing. We about to get a new Fed chair, which is Trump's buddy. Come on, bro.
What day is that?
It's actually, let me see.
That's a good question.
Yeah, I know it's this
Yeah, I
month.
got to see SMH too, man. I missed that shit by a week, and that shit just went crazy.
Let me see. President Donald Trump has
When,
nominated Kevin
oh,
Warsh to succeed. What it says. Powell's term expires on May 15th. What's today?
That's next Friday.
Next Friday. But I thought I had seen something that he was gonna stay on.
I thought I heard that too.
Let me see. Let me look at this real quick. Y'all can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Trump's Fed pick Kevin Ward signals approach to rates, what a leadership change means for consumers. Tuesday held a hearing to president nomination of Kevin Ward to serve as the next Fed chair. Ward said under his leadership, the central bank will remain independent despite the president's push for lower interest rates. Bro, this is all propaganda, bro. He's saying we're going to remain independent despite the president's push for lower interest rates. And he's basically saying Trump don't control us. Dude,
Mhm.
Trump is putting you in position for a reason. Come on now. This is, bro, you have to say this on the internet, bro. Like you just have to say this. Still a new head could change the direction of Fed policy, have far-reaching consequences for almost all consumer borrowing costs. Let me see if they got the data in here. Let's see. Are they gonna show it? Yeah, former federal government with Wall Street background will take over when Powell's term ends next month. So it look like, yeah, it looks like he's out of there next Friday, bro. Yeah, he look like he's out of there next Friday.
How soon after he gets
yeah.
in, do you think we'll get a cut?
Um, so I think Ian had talked about it. He said do the research on when we do get a new Fed
Mm,
chair, what happens to the market. And he said the market usually goes down when
mm,
we have a change of leadership. Um, how quickly do I think? I don't think we'll get it immediately. I think they're gonna play the game. I
mm,
think they're going to, no, I'm not doing what you say, even though you're my best friend.
mm,
I'm not doing what you say. I'm not going to help you out, even though you help me out. But no, we're going to do this for back and forth for a couple weeks, and
mm,
consumers need us. And eventually, once he start cutting in rates, he ain't gonna stop.
mm.
Because it's like once you turn that faucet on, it's hard to turn it off.
Yeah, that's real.
You follow me? Once you turn that faucet on, it's hard to turn it off. So this is a getting money year, bro. And Troy Rashad keep talking about it. Ian keep saying it. Magic Johnson said it. Bro, we got
3 years.
3 years, bro.
Hmm.
Look at this. I'm about to do the numbers. Where would 3 years put us? This is April 2026. See, this is 2027.
So we got 3 years.
3 years to get as much money as possible for that faucet turn off.
Mm.
So it's 2026. This is 2029 right here. Let me extend this. Hmm. This is 2029 up here. Let's see this. So they're saying we have until 2029 here until the faucet turns off. And basically, what the faucet turns off means is that the gains in the market of this shit just going up and up and up, it's not going to be as easy no more. And when things balance out, and it's not that easy no more. And I'm not even saying that we're going to go into a deep correction or go into a downtrend and the stock market going to fall apart forever. I'm not saying that. But seeing companies go from $200 to 1,500 like a SanDisk in 3 to 4 months,
Mm-mm.
nah. We're going to imagine by 2029, what are we going to have? We're going to have Anthropic IPO. If this OpenAI
Well,
stuff gets dealt with, we're going to get a IPO by OpenAI. We're going to get a SpaceX. We're going to get a SpaceX um,
I
IPO. I'm trying to think who else.
Andrew.
Anduril IPO. And if Elon really wants to put his
Hmm.
foot on niggas'
Starlink.
necks, come
Hmm.
on. He can do Starlink, Neuralink. He can do it all, right? He can do it all. So for
Did you
me,
say Cerebrus?
crypto's gonna be on a different type of scale.
what'd you say, KB?
Did you say Cerebrus?
Cerebrus,
Mm.
them too. But this is the thing. I think I was watching EYL. They had an episode and they was talking to this woman. I don't know if y'all seen it. It was a light skinned lady, and she was talking about. She said something so key, bro. And she said the companies that are probably going to take over the
What
world
happened?
haven't even been created yet.
Mhm.
That's deep.
They haven't even been created yet, right? And
What you say?
I'm like, damn, like what she mean by that? She just like,
What
yo,
about
hold on, is that KB talking? Yeah. But yeah, the companies ain't even IPO yet. They ain't even been created yet. So it's like, damn. So and it makes sense because you can't predict something that's not already here yet. But what you can predict, like with pattern recognition, you do know that as the world evolves, people are going to evolve. As people evolve, your necessities and the needs are going to evolve as well. Remember, you can build a business out of thin air if you got a problem that you're trying to solve, bro. Right. And so as the world evolves, there's gonna be more problems that pop up, different AI stuff that pop up. Okay, we're gonna need policing for the robots. We're gonna need policing for ChatGPT. We're gonna need policing for the large language models. We're gonna need this. We're gonna need that. Some companies ain't even been created yet, bro. But I do agree with piling into the ETFs that are already on top. Piling to the big dogs, Mag 7 especially, right? So let me see something I want to show. So yeah, like I said, this is 2029, 3 years from now. This is where we gonna be, bro. Up here in this area to the right. Up in this area. So from here where we are today, you have until here, until 2029 to get as much money as possible, man. As much money as possible. And Malcolm just called it out. Bro, we're still on the bottom half side
Crazy.
of the parallel channel. So when we pull the RSI up, yeah, it looks like we're close to the overbought side.
That was gonna be my next question.
It looks like that, But at the same time, it's like, bro, are we really overbought?
Yeah, I was gonna
Are
ask
we?
if you had any concern about the RSI.
Almost definitely. That's what I think KB had talked about it yesterday. Especially with like the SanDisk and the lights and with Micron and stuff. I want to pull up Micron because I know everybody want to get on the Micron. Like look at this chart.
Hey,
Look at this, dog. January 1st. Let's see where they at. Yep. January 1st. Actually, whoa, this is last April. I
mm,
like doing last April because it's we just got
hmm.
out of April. Last April, they were $63 a share, fam. Micron, 63 bucks a share last April, the April sell-off. 63 bucks. Today, we sitting at $654, bro. That is life-changing money. If you bought 10 leaps,
Mm.
$63, you can even have did a hundred buck leap. $63, 100 bucks a leap for a year, 2 years. 63 to 654. You're probably up about 10 to $15 million, bro. And it probably wasn't a lot of money, bro. $63, 2 years, that probably was a leap for like probably about probably about 46 grand. 4 grand. You put in 4 grand down here today, 1 year later, bro, you will be a millionaire off of $4,000. Like, look at the power of that, bro. A couple grand last year, you will be a multi-millionaire right now. Because we all know this, and for the ones that don't know this, once your call or once your stock gets in the money, that delta starts moving at the same speed as that dollar moves on that stock price, right? And for the ones that don't know this, I can explain it later, but I'm gonna just say it real fast. The delta, that's why it's important to look at the delta. If we got a $63 a share right here and we got a $100 call, the delta can be like 0.20, 0.30. What does that mean when you see it on the screen? 0.20, 0.30. That means that every single time that Micron moves up $1, so 63 to 64, you're going to make 0.20 for your contract that you have. $20. Once it gets in the money, once it gets to 100, that 0.20 actually turns into 0.80, 0.90, almost a dollar. So every time this moves up a dollar after it's in the money, your contract moves up the same amount. You're not making 20%, 30%, 40%. You making basically, bro, dollar for dollar is what it's called. So, man, look at this, bro. So, looking at Micron, I'm looking at this RSI. This is ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous and it's not slowing down. It's ridiculous and it's not slowing down. Green. And this is the weekly, mind you. This is the weekly. Green, 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 big green this week. Right? Big green. RSI. Insane up here. 81, 80. Had a high of 88. Remember, this RSI down here tells you if something is overbought or oversold. When it's up here in this area over about 70, 80, that means that there has been so much money piled into this thing so fast, it's so strong that it might be time for a cool off. It might be time for it to come down. This is usually when people are taking profit, like Brother Keys did. Brother Keys took profit yesterday or a day or two ago. He took profit up here, which is right. Even if this runs another $20, $30 like it did, you got to be okay with sticking to your rules. Yeah, it can go 30 more dollars, 50 more dollars, 100 more dollars, but it's important to stay to your rules because some days It's gonna do that, and then it's gonna drop on you. And you're like, man, I knew I should have stuck with my rules. I knew I should have stuck with my rules. Right? So that's Micron. I'm looking at what else am I looking at? Let's go look at SanDisk. Let's see this. Same thing, bro. Same thing. Same thing, bro. Let's see where this was at last year in April. 27 bucks. Telling you, bro, I'm gonna show this every week. 27 bucks. Same thing for them, but more. If you bought $100 leap out to 2027, 2028, 27 bucks. Look at the company. The company went from 27 bucks in 1 year to almost $1,400 this year. Even if you only add $27 to your name, you put that 27 in, you would have $1,500 from 27 bucks. Imagine if you had 1,000. Imagine if you had 1,000,000. There's people that put in 1,000,000 down here. $1,000,000, bro, in shares. Someone said 1,500, bro. Million to 50 million, bro. 100 million. It's ridiculous, bro. It's
Man,
ridiculous.
I wonder how much they've added to their market cap since they've been on this run.
I think we can see. Let me see. Seeing this key stats, volume, market cap, 198 billion. Let's see. Hmm. Blowing the earnings out the water. I can actually see right here. Let me see if I can ask Gemini. How much has Sanders added to its market cap since the April lows of 2025? Let's see. Sanders has added approximately 200 billion. Hold on. Hold on. The market cap is 200 billion.
Hmm.
That's
Interesting.
insane.
That's wild.
That's insane. Oh, okay. During the April 2025 lows, the market cap was at
6.5.
6 billion.
Yeah.
20% of $1 trillion got added to one company in less than 365 days.
That's insanity.
Yeah. And then look at this, end of 2025 to start the year off, they climbed to 34 billion.
Mm,
So in 4 months, 34 billion to 200 billion.
mm.
These companies, bro, it's ridiculous, right? So looking at them, I definitely want to cut up light. Let's look at light. Another one. Look at the RSI. Another one. But like we just seen with Micron, like we just seen with SanDisk, the demand for these companies, man. And another thing about light, look at light. I want to show y'all this. During this time frame, I'm thinking, why this RSI is up here this high? Hmm, I'm gonna need it to come down and touch this 50 like every other company. For the last, let's see, well, since it entered overbought, since July of 2025, this RSI has not came down, bro. July of 2025 here. July of 2025, this RSI has not came down. So if we had the same mindset of, we just gonna wait for the RSI to calm down and come all the way back down. Since July, we're about to be in July in 2 months. You have missed out on all of this on light, on Lumen's Holdings. This is what happens when the company that you're investing into or you're looking into, the demand is so high that the technicals are not even making sense anymore. SanDisk, Micron, Light, even Core, GEV, ASML. When the when the technicals are not making sense, it is because the demand for that company and those shares are that much more valuable. It's like everybody has to get their hands on these shares, bro. And you can tell this, everyone can do this when they go open a chart up. You can go look at this RSI. Has it calmed down a bit? Has it chilled out? Has it broke down into a median range of not being overbought? No, it has been overbought for almost a year. And the demand for them, Nvidia just announced about a week and a half ago, they just put 4 billion in Lumentum Holdings about a week ago. 4 billion. They need the lasers. They need light. They need core. All right.
Didn't Apple put um some money with them, or are they working with them or something? Or they've been working with them as well, right?
I think they've been working with them.
Okay.
I think they've been working with them. I'm glad you just brought that up. I think they've been working with them. But another reason why I'm looking at Apple, potentially putting an Apple call. Look at Apple at all-time highs. Apple's at 287. We're about to see Apple go to 300, family. We've never seen that in our life. Well, this is after the stock split. We've seen 300 on Apple before, but this is after the stock split. Never been up here, bro. And I think that's because of change of Tim Cook, right? And then the new leadership, bro. I think they're more diligent when it comes to really trying to be a part of this AI wave, bro. I really think they are. I really think they are. So look at them. Apple's trying to break above. Apple's trying to break up. And Apple been consolidated for the longest,
Ever.
right?
Mhm. They
They hit
sitting
this
on
high. What was this high in December? Yep, December until now. It took them 5 months to hit another all-time high, while all other companies are hitting all-time highs within a month, 2 months, 3 months, right? I think Apple's gonna go on a run, bro. And then all that
too.
cash they got,
That's why I was literally about to say, they sitting on a lot of cash.
sitting on so much. Sitting on so much. I think Apple's about to go on a run. Definitely look into that $287 a share. I like them. I like the Mag 7 going into the next couple years, bro. The
Hey,
only
I got
one
a
that
question on Apple. I got a question on Apple. Right, I heard you say Apple. What do we think? We need to wait till it drop down to like 267, I think, or 260. Go to the right. What's that right there? That right before it shoots up.
oh, right here.
Down, 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 down a little more. Right
Yeah.
there. What's that?
245. I
It
don't know.
ain't.
So
It
I
ain't
don't
hitting that again.
I don't know if it goes down there because one thing about Apple, how they have been, but
They
you
don't
got
retrace back that much. That's why Ian always says put it in your portfolio because it doesn't retrace back.
yeah, exactly.
Mm,
And you got to think when the market gets scared, where does the cash flee to? It flees to
Apple
safety. It flees
safety.
to safety, right? And if they got all that money, always remember this. The companies that have a lot of cash or that don't have a lot of debt are looked at as survivable if we were to hit a recession. So the
Yeah, cause
companies
that
that
cash foul.
because of that
Berkshire
cash
Hathaway too. That's another. That's why, bro. I'm getting a little bit like I'm trying to just load up on cash. I'm trying to follow Warren, cause bro, like even I was debating with myself on selling an asset today, like one of my real estate property. I've been thinking like long and heavy. I got it cash flow like $700, but it's like how long can somebody pay $2,000 in this type of economy that we have coming forward,
Yeah,
right?
and Keys, I hate to cut you off too.
No, go ahead,
I had
brother.
saw something on IG. I sent it to Nate
Yeah, he did. I
about
watched it.
okay, yeah. So this guy probably in his 50s or whatnot, he has like 45 properties and whatnot, and he was just thinking about how AI is going to change a lot of things and how a lot of people are losing their jobs, and he was just thinking about how that's going to affect him, receiving payments and rent or whatever, etc. As far as that, and he sold end up selling all his properties.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, you want to keep, I'm trying to debate to keep a couple because of the depreciation for the
For the
taxes,
taxes,
but
yeah.
outside of that, bro, like, I might just be on my Bill Gates and just grab land everywhere because I
Wait,
know that
wait,
I
wait,
can
wait.
build on it.
I got to hear this clearly. We talking
He
about
said I
selling.
got
We
it.
talking about selling
Bro, I
our
got like
our
26
properties.
properties. I'm thinking about at least off selling like 16 doors at least. But this one deal, I guess I'll walk out through it because this is the whole ecosystem, right? We just about the stocks, but we also talk about real estate. Tell me if I'm wrong. I'm all in 144 on the crib, right? The appraisal came back at 218. I was originally gonna sell it for like 205, right? I got a tenant in there that has guaranteed income. So she has three other kids that she takes care of, her daughter's kids, but her daughter died. So she gets a check for those kids. And their kids are probably about 15, 13, younger. They teenagers, but they got some time before they get out and 18. So that's what I'm trying to figure out now is whether I make maybe about 50 on the profit side, or do I just keep it as a rental? But if I keep it as a rental, I'm gonna have to bring like 12 grand to closing or something like that
Mhm.
versus getting money out of the closing,
Mm.
right? But it cash flows pretty like 700-800. So
My,
I might
my
take
my
like
question
a
would be um how long will is that guaranteed money that she's getting for her kids?
what's that, 3 years. So let's say about 3 years for the oldest one, but she does also got a good job. So she works
Okay.
at the jail. So it's
Okay.
like she's good as far as the setup, but I'm thinking about just selling it with her in there as a rental because somebody will buy it because it's making the 1% rule.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's an easy pop off. But if I refinance, I got a three. Here's the thing, bro. This is what I'm saying. For everybody in here, pay attention to this and what's coming on. All of my years of real estate and refinance, I've never had a prepayment penalty. Now, every lender I'm talking to, prepayment penalty. Mhm. This is
Prepayment
telling,
penalty?
bro, I got to pay 7,500, 7 grand if I want to sell that property earlier, right? Than 3 years. So it's a 3 year prepayment penalty. So if I was to sell that house in 3 years, then I would have to pay 7,500 in that fee. Versus if I don't refinance, I can just put it on the market and make about 50.
Well,
That's
real estate niggas, y'all take it away.
what'd you think, Drew? Come on, Kev. What y'all got, man?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Nigel,
was
what
gonna
y'all
say, do you
got?
think
Nice.
do you think your tenant that's in there currently, do you think she's open to buying it?
And it's 3 years, so credit's messed up.
Mm.
Mm.
3 years.
So you got 3 years.
I
So you
think she
think if
just
you
go for
sell it
the.
within 3 years, she's gonna have that guaranteed income for 3 years. So you're already past the penalty. Who cares?
Right.
But
True.
she does got a lot of people. I ain't saying a lot of people, but she does got, and you know how I rehab my cribs. I don't do no slumlord stuff.
Hmm.
So then I think about the cost of putting it back together after she gets done and living there. But she's a clean individual. But
They just sell it
What
and
is
put
she?
everything
Was
in the
she clean?
UFO.
Was she what is this? A trap house?
it's
Why this
grandma
nigga
house.
talking like
I
that?
gotta look. I got a basement, bro. She done turned it into a bedroom. I got a bedroom
Hmm.
in the basement, and
Okay.
you gotta
Yeah.
have extra room for that extra person. They done turned
Yeah.
it into a bedroom. They
Yeah.
got all three of the rooms filled upstairs. You know,
Yeah.
so it's like,
Hey man, and the crazy thing, I'm glad
do
we're
we
talking
load
about
up on
this.
cash right now, knowing what's coming
Oh
2027, or?
yeah.
I was about to say, the video that Nigel had sent me, bro's been in real estate for a long time, and just kind of giving a little bit more context. He was saying you never want to be too late to the party. He said you
Mm,
always want to lead a party early,
Early.
right? And he was saying, yes, I know I'm early, but I would rather leave the party early than when things is falling. And now you're trying to sell your house, you're trying to sell all your properties, and you're really not getting nothing for it that you paid for it. So you're actually taking losses on all of your cribs. He like, man, I'd rather just get my cash now. So the crazy thing about that is he can be right or he can be completely wrong.
But then
And
I'm
then
also go ahead,
I was gonna
finish.
say, and then in a couple years, he sells all of his properties because he said he got. I think Nigel. He said he got properties all around the world, like all around the world. Where now you selling all your properties all around the world because you don't want to be late to the party. But then what happens when or if they put a rule in the Constitution that actually keeps the housing market up or saves it like we always do anyway. We bail each other out for anything anyway. We bail each other out for the banks, bail each other out for these companies. We bail each other out for inflation, debt, all of this anyway. What happens if they put something in there for the next couple of years that bails the housing market out? And now he done sold all of his assets. He
Yeah,
got
the
to
housing
restart
market.
over, and now the prices for everything is much higher than what they were.
Golly.
That is crazy.
I got my guy Drew here. He's from Cali. He's a real estate investor, man. And uh, I asked his opinion, and he's like, we got to see the outlook, right?
Yeah.
We have two different ways to look at it. Assets are key, right? And because it's there for 3 years,
It's past the limit, people.
but it's passive at least for now,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. So
But is
just
that
me,
75? I guess is that 75 worth it? Go ahead, Nate. Let me hear your logic.
I was just gonna say, just for me, right? And I'm not no real estate expert. I'm just an investor. You know what I mean? Just looking from a investing aspect. Um, Sit on and think about it, bro. You don't need to make no move today or tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Definitely something that you need to think about. And Keys, one thing that you do really well is they talk about this in the Bible too. Every king has a great counsel. Every king must continue to keep seeking out information and counsel so he can come up with the best decision for him. And that's what you're doing, bro. Keep doing that, bro. Like I said, this can be a situation where you sell all your assets and man, you was the first one to win. Michael Burry type of vibe. Like, man, I told y'all. Or one thing that you said, brother, a while ago is stop looking at the fundamentals and stop looking at the technicals and look at this stuff through Trump's glasses.
Mm.
Does
Yeah,
he
I
have a
believe the
lot of
same.
does he have a lot of property?
Yeah. Yeah.
Does
Mhm.
he have a lot of real estate? Is he taking advantage of those loans that you get and these taxes and the depreciation just like you are? Is he taking advantage?
Yeah.
So for me, I'm following the money. I'm watching what
Mhm.
Warren Buffett is doing. Warren Buffett, I think they say he got the most doors, don't he?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm watching what he's doing. Is he getting rid of these doors or is he holding on to these doors? Ian had talked about it a while ago. Warren Buffett still holding them doors, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
That's
man.
really, that's really well.
So if he's not selling his assets,
Down though.
right? He must know or understand that markets are gonna go through their ups and their downs, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
still gonna keep holding, bro.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna keep holding. So for me,
That's a
bro,
good
I
word.
would definitely I would keep seeking out counsel, brother. I would keep asking questions. I would keep putting yourself in these rooms that you keep doing. You got a good brother there with you right now from California. Man, just keep having these conversations, bro. And
Yeah,
you're
man.
gonna
Me,
come up
my
with the
guy
right
Drew,
decision.
man.
I'm gonna
Property
What's
say,
up, brother?
Brothers. This is Malcolm. This is Drew. That'll be on the guest speaker. This is
Oh,
actually
okay.
Drew, one
Drew,
of the
what's happening?
property
hey, what's
brothers.
going on,
Hey,
Drew?
how
Going
you
on
doing?
you?
Oh,
Yeah,
what's up,
man.
family? What's
Nice to
up,
see you
family?
guys.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Nah, just
All
to
right.
add on to that too, I
You
think the
got
most
there.
important thing that you can do, especially, is to create and own. You know, like you typically see like the creators getting killed, but the owner is blending in with society and stuff like that. So it's I think it's important that you keep holding on to your doors, bro. You know, spread out your investment vehicles. Like you got stocks, you got real estate. You may start diving into mortgage notes if you haven't already. like owning people's notes. But I think it's very important that you continue to grab doors. You get what I'm saying, and you just lay your print everywhere, bro. And
Yeah,
that goes for everybody. Creating and owning is the best thing we could do in this world.
yeah,
Percent.
yeah. I love
So
that.
even pulling, so all right, let me put it in more context. What if I'm pulling this cash together to make a big boy play? Like instead
Mm.
of owning individual single
What you going to
family
get
homes,
What you going to get a bunker, nigga? Like
I'm going
what
to
are you
get an
doing?
Apartment,
apartment
apartment unit.
building. Let me
Yeah.
build 300 units. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
okay. Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
building
that's
up for
different,
the
man.
the
Hell yeah.
ecosystem long call move. So when we say, "Hey, we got to watch this money from our stock returns,"
Mm-hmm.
we're already set up to,
Yeah.
"Hey, we can
Yeah.
go grab."
Yeah.
Yeah. Allegedly, he talking about washing money.
That
But
man, man,
but
we ain't watching them, man. You know how these. We know how Trump
yeah, yeah, yeah. The most def. I
takes
know
the
what you mean.
money from one thing,
I'm with you.
depreciate it. Say, I ain't
Depreciation,
made nothing.
taxes, write-offs, all of it. I'm with you.
You
A,
know.
a lot of what people are doing too is what's especially in today's economy, what nobody's really talking about is buying businesses, because you
Yes.
get the real estate benefits off the business, and then
Yeah.
you got the cash flow coming in every single day too. So you got transaction every day, then you got passive. So that's where it's at. And then as far as us being in this information age, and you got AI, you can literally optimize any business with this AI shit. You don't
Yes.
have to learn, years to how to run a specific business and what that industry is. Nah, you can literally set that shit up, integrate it with AI. There's so many things you could do, but buying businesses with, buildings already. You get me?
Yes.
Like
That's what I was
that's
saying. Like, is there another better placement versus the risk aspect? You
Yeah.
know, that's kind of what I'm looking at. Is like,
Look at what Trump doing, bro. And I'm glad we just said that. Looking through Trump's glasses,
assets.
looking
yeah,
through his
tough.
glasses. What has he been doing for the past 2 years? Do y'all know where he's been parking his money? Does anybody want to say?
Bonds. He been parking
Bonds. So
bonds.
so so question. Okay, why you been buying all the bonds? Ian's been talking about the bond market has been in shambles. It's been terrible. It's been at the
Years.
lows of lows. He's been talking about this. Why is Trump parking his money in all these bonds? Who is about to be the Fed chair to start
Mhm.
making loans cheaper again?
Mm,
So when loans get cheaper again, bonds and interest rates have an inverse relationship, right? So once we cut rates, I got all these bonds at a low price. Right when we cut, the bonds shoot up to the moon, just like that.
Mhm.
Why is that important? Because Keys, now we playing a bigger game. Because
Mhm.
we're not playing dollar for dollar or penny for penny. Niggas are playing million for million. You follow what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
so when you
Gotcha.
playing a bigger game, your goal is not to lose money now.
Hmm.
Right. And if your goal is not to lose money, I have to make the safest bet possible. Trump, he definitely got a good allocation of assets of risk for sure. He probably got that. But why are you parking a lot of your money into real estate, into bonds? Because the risk is not as much, it's not as risky there than it is in stocks.
Hmm.
So it's like, okay, that's been his play for the past 2 years. I
And
know
Buffett too.
and
Buffett
Buffett.
too.
So if we dumping our money in the bonds into things that appreciate little by little over time, but we got a lot of capital,
Mhm.
me getting an interest payment from one of these bonds is more than all of you niggas is getting in y'all stocks in 1 year because I got so much money into these bonds. So the return that I'm getting from the interest is way more than people are getting in the stock market in a year or two, bro. So I would definitely look there, bro. I would definitely look there. I would definitely keep seeking advice. I would keep asking questions, keep having these conversations because these ideas gonna come about. I definitely think keys for you personally. Um, Shout out to you again for making $30,000 in a day the other day. Shout out to you again. But me personally, I think your main goal should be having a plan of questions for when we go to InvestFest this year, that you're about to be around 20,000 brilliant minds that you're gonna come up with what you should do. I don't think you should sell your property right now. I don't think you should sell all your real estate today, tomorrow. I think you're going to get a lot of clarity that when we go to InvestFest, bumping into Ian, bumping into Rashad, bumping into John Hope Bryan. Hey, yo, I'm in this situation
Yeah,
right now.
John Hope, he
John,
ain't been
John
letting
Hope,
go of nothing.
John Hope, what are you doing? Oh, because I know you in rooms that I'm not in. So
Hmm.
if you got information that I don't have, what are you doing, my brother? Oh, I'm not selling shit. Okay, then I'm not selling shit, right? And then that means if we're not selling shit, that means we got to keep turning this thing up in the stock market to get more capital because they told us how many years we got?
3.
We got 3 years to get as much money as possible in this market. So that's what I would do, brother. Like I said, man, these are the conversations that we need to have, and keep having. So just keep doing your thing, keep seeking advice. Nigel, what's up, man?
You think you can go back to the charts and look up Bloom?
Yep, I'm gonna look up BE and I'm gonna look up DRAM. I want to look at DRAM. DRAM. Y'all can see my
Pretty-
chart?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've been looking at DRAM, trying to figure out dog. Like I seen Trap, he grabbed shares at like 49 dollars a share yesterday. Um DRAM is definitely gonna go up as Micron goes up, Sanders goes up. But mind you, they just made this ETF in April. And right, the DRAM is for the memory stocks. This is for Micron, the SanDisk, right? WDC, HK Hynix, all of these companies that we talked about, right? Let me see what else. Um, let me see if I can go over here to the screen. What'd you say, Nigel? You said you want to see BE?
Yeah.
Okay, let me see. Let me see if it come like this. Check real quick. All right, bet. Let me see something. So BE, man, what we thinking on it?
It's gone.
We seeing this?
That's another Sanders and Micron.
Are we seeing this, bro? Like, this is ridiculous, bro. Let's go look at the April 2025. I like to go see where were we a year ago. That, bro, do y'all see this price down here, bro? April 2025. Do y'all see this price? 15 bucks last year this time. Sitting at 308. We touched 308. We at 258 right now. Bro, these companies are giving you life changing opportunities and life changing money. So the goal for us now is okay, cool. We see BE. I would like to get in BE if it comes down to what is that, 229 under this area because Bloom Energy, it's another energy company. Same with GEV, right? I would definitely love to get in them. Let's see. I'm gonna break it down. Let me go to the daily. I would love to get in them.
It's got a good sized gap on the daily.
You see that?
Mm-hmm.
It's got two of them. But this is
Go
the
ahead,
thing
sure
about
do.
energy. This is the thing about energy. This is the thing about Micron. This is the thing about memory, optics. They ain't been abiding to the technical rules as of late, bro. So if I can get them at like $50 down, say we go on the downturn over for this made up virus they just made up rodent virus, rat virus. If we can get it under 200 or at 200, it looks like we had a touch, a touch, a touch, a touch. If we can get it at 200, I would love BE, bro. And what does this mean though? It's at 258 to get to 200. That means you might have to be patient. You might have to wait. I mean, if the market sells off completely and the war's back on or the virus done contracted in the White House or someone famous got it and they're about to die and they're on a yeah, we can see BE fall $58 in a day. We can see it go get this gap for sure. We can see that. But if none of that happens and the market is just slowly, steady, just moving how it's moving, it might be a little minute, right? And one thing I always learned from Ian, bro, is always respect the price, bro. Always respect the price that you get in it. There's no such thing as a bad market. There's only a such thing as bad entries. There is no such thing as a bad market. There's only a such thing as bad entries. All right. Nigel, what's up? What's your last question?
Last request. Is it VAIV?
Yep. VIB. Yep. And I think Ted said he wants to see SMH and then I'm gonna be off the charts. And then we'll be out of here, all right? About to get to this Lakers game, man. I'll see what Bron doing. VIAV. VIAV. We all know this. I've been talking about this company since it was in the $28 a share, $29 a share. It popped to a high of 60 after their earnings. It looked like they hit that high, hit that wall up there, and they kind of been struggling to get back up there, which is okay, which is fine. Look like it gapped up after their earnings, about 45. I would love to grab VIAV if it comes back down into this green zone. What does that give us? Couple things. One thing, it gives us a gap fill. Two things, what does it give us? It gives us a cool off on our RSI. All right. Number three, third thing, it gives us a good base of a good entry before we go higher. Right? Down here, we had a touch down here, we had a touch here, touch, touch, touch. We took off. So it looked like we consolidated. It loves this 44 area, 43 area. So if we can get this back down 44, 43, and look at it, it's at 51. It's only about $6, $7. Today we got to a low of 49 today. All right. That was only $5 away. Get a good gas fill. That's one check mark. RSI calm down. Two check marks. A good base where the market likes it at. Three check marks. Great company, four check marks. Put some time on it, five check marks. Bought on a discount, six check marks. Right? Quality company, like I said, they help with the internet. They help fix the internet. I would love to grab them up down here in the 44 area. Gap fill, I would love it. All right. Let's see what else. If you miss MU, if you miss Sanders, there's another one over here that we was playing with back in January. I can't believe WDC did this. $200 a share. We was in WDC. I don't know if y'all remember. We was slapping WDC. Keys was in there too. WDC was in the 190s, 200 area. I had my bar still up here. Good base down here. Loved it here. Loved it here. Last touch here. 248 before it took off to the moon. Up to 483 in about a month. 1 month, 250 to almost 500. 1 month, 250 points. That is life-changing money, bro. 10 contracts of that. 250-point move in 30 days. It's not bad, bro. That's not bad. That's if you're playing with little bits of money, I'll say little bits just compared to big retail, $1,000, $2,000, 200-point move in 30 days, bro. You seeing some money, bro. You seeing 1,000 to your 30,000, 20,000, 1,000 to, if it's in deep in the money, you seeing that 40,000, right? Roughly around that 20,000 area. But we're gonna see how far WDC goes. Right. So I want to grab WDC. Let's see if it comes down to because Micron and Sanders might be out of there, big dog. Yeah, we'll love it here. Good baseline. Good baseline. Good baseline. See this touch here? Like it. I like it here. I like it here. Came down and touched again and popped off. Went crazy. If this can fall down to 383, less than $100 down. Give us that gap fill here. Give us a good gap fill. Get to this baseline down here, 385. Memory as well. Hmm. I would love it. I would love it, bro. I would love it. So yeah, man, that's enough of the charts. Couple of housekeeping stuff. We good. How everybody feeling? We all right? We good? Okay, cool, cool. One thing I had brother Romulus uh reach out to me and he said he's wanting to do one-on-one calls with everyone if they were interested in learning more about um, just an extra level of investing. If you want to take your investing to another level, Romulus said he's willing to do like 10 to 15-minute free um, Zoom calls. So I
Sure.
was like, man, that's what's up. So what I want everybody to do, if you are interested, you don't have to. He just like if you want to take your investing to the next level. Remember, Romulus is a hedge. He was a hedge fund manager back in the 90s, 2000s, managing over $800 million in assets, bro. $800 million in assets. Um, very wise to the game. He was here during the dot-com bubble. He was here during the 2008 crash. He survived all of it. He took advantage of all of it. We all know him. If you don't know him, he's a Wall Street veteran. If you are interested, um, drop your email in the chat or drop your email to me, and I'll send it over to him. He'll send you an email, man, and y'all can set up that free 15-minute phone call, or y'all can just chop it up, man. It's always good to have somebody like that in your network. So, other than
Sure.
that, bro, we offer here, man. I'm about to watch this game. Let's stay in that chat. Let's keep investing. Let's keep attacking. Red days or green days, we still here. All right.
Sir.
All right, family. Talk later,
Appreciate
man.
y'all.